Hello, Bishop Walsh here, Wednesday, June 10th, and I'm in Orlando, Florida for the USCCB meeting. Arrived yesterday with Bishop Pohlmeier. I came to Florida on Sunday, and Bishop Pohlmeier from the Diocese of St. Augustine picked me up, and we spent some time with him in Jacksonville, and then drove down to St. Augustine, and we had a really nice day. On Monday, we went to the beach to take a bike ride for 2 hours along the beautiful coastline, and we went to an alligator farm, so I learned a lot about alligators. And also, yesterday morning before we left to drive down here, it's only a 2-hour drive, but we celebrated Mass at the first place where Mass was celebrated in the U.S. in 1565. Right on the spot where the Our Lady of Leche shrine is. It's a national shrine, a beautiful place, and a rich sense of the history of the country and the faith that was brought to these shores. So it's really a special place. There was a recent pilgrimage that was done there in the Eucharistic procession. You may have seen something about that in Catholic media. But really beautiful place, kind of hot and humid down here, as Florida is wont to be at this time of year, but we're blessed to have some time together where there's plenty of air conditioning in the conference rooms and things. But one of the highlights is going to be celebrating the Mass together tomorrow and consecrating the United States of America in this 250th year to the Sacred Heart of Jesus. So we'll be together tomorrow for that. It'll be hopefully an opportunity if people are in communion or in solidarity with our prayers tomorrow, and as a follow-up with our parishes in the days ahead. But just to be mindful of all of that sense of being drawn into that love of Jesus through his Sacred Heart. So some other things coming up on Sunday, when I'll be returning late Friday night back to Gaylord, and on Sunday, I'll be in Elk Rapids at Sacred Heart Church. They had the groundbreaking for their new church, and wanted to be there to celebrate with that community and be looking forward to the progress that they make on the building of their new church. They put a lot of effort, and I commend them very much for their diligence and for all the benefactors who came forward to support the building of a new church there in Elk Rapids. So I'm looking forward to celebrating Mass there. Again, follow up to this consecration of the Sacred Heart. And there's a massive awareness. Last year I was unable to be there for this first Mass that they had last year. Now this is the second year, and I hope that we could continue to do it to provide a spiritual place of thanksgiving for all those who have a disability, for those who are caregivers, for those who have the mental or physical disabilities. It's a very important message to get across about our faith uniting us as one in our sometimes brokenness of body, mind, or spirit, and our support for one another, our sense of solidarity, and the power of faith to always engage us and keep us moving forward despite the obstacles that we might face. So that awareness Mass is, and a reception afterwards, I look forward to on Sunday afternoon at the Cathedral. And Monday I have an executive council meeting and all directors meeting back at the Pastoral Center. And on Tuesday, my nephew is going to be with me for 3 days. He's coming from Arizona and spending some time in Michigan. So I'm looking forward to being with him. On Wednesday, we will go down to Lansing. I have a Michigan Catholic Conference quarterly meeting, so he'll accompany me down there. And we'll kind of tool around looking for something to do in Lansing after the meeting. But I'm looking forward to spending some time with my nephew. So from hot and humid Florida, I'm grateful for this opportunity once again to be with brother bishops already. One of the nice things I had a chance to do last night was sit with our cohort from the year 2022 when all of us were ordained. It was about 10 or 12 of us, and we sat at a dinner table last night and rekindle our friendship and share stories and all the different ways God has been working in our lives. So it really is a nice, strong sense of fraternity and support that we have for one another. So let's continue all together to pray for one another in this time when we are consecrating our country to the Sacred Heart of Jesus. Thank you for checking in today, and God bless.